Alright, let's go. So, patch 1.1.9.6 is here, right? Or actually has been here since like a couple of days. Or rather, not the actual patch, but rather the, well, public testing of the patch has begun, right? The beta is out, the open beta is out. And Zentai, or like Crate in general, have done some, like, rather minor changes this time around. Not really that many, like, bigger changes this time. But yeah, Bastion of Chaos have their doors removed. A certain modder from the community has been basically the reason why they have also decided to do it themselves, right? So that's great, right? Props to Serious Stan for that. And then there's this nerf to like physical builds, right? Like enemies have 1% higher physical resistance on ultimate difficulty. I mean, 1% doesn't seem like much, but it's at least something, I guess. And then what affects the build that we're gonna play today even more so is the stuff down here. At least it would affect you if you were to like start leveling this build right away from level 1 again, right? For endgame, it, or like for my level, I think it doesn't really matter anymore, right? But Milton's Cask as well as Warden's Fortress have their like physical and internal trauma damage to Blitz removed at low levels only, so this will only affect you or like the early levels. But then again, I felt like this kind of Blitz build that we did here is rather popping off in like mid game, right? Like mid to end game. Like the normal playthrough, I mean, was strong once you had like all the items, but before that it wasn't even as quick as say Force Wave, I feel like. But yeah, this basically means that you will have to like refarm your items on Elite. And I'm not quite sure which level you will need to get the affixes, I mean to get the like skill modifiers now on these. So yeah, we'll see, right? I mean the build, once you have like the high level MIs that give you the like damage to Blitz, should still be basically like just as strong, maybe like 1% weaker, right, because of the 1% physical increase here, right? But other than that, they should be the same.
Ah, I've been expecting you, human.
Yo, Super Saiyan Housewife. That's a lovely name. Welcome on, welcome on. Thanks for the prawn. Soldiers leveling with Force Wave now again. I mean, yeah, it's like still the preferred like cookie cutter like leveling. Would still be like Force Wave, I think. I mean, Blitz is still insane for Warlord, for example. I think it's not quite as good as like on 1.9.2, of course, but it's still like really good. I think the rest of these we're gonna take a look at when the patch actually comes out. I'm gonna do like a proper patch video of them. For now, I just wanted to like show you whatever affects the Warlord, right? Also, cooldown Force Wave has become stronger as well, actually. So like spam Force Waves, I think roughly about the same. But spam Force Wave is like the same, but cooldown Force Wave has become stronger. Same thing for Promise Strike, right? Spam is like the same, and cooldown Promise Strike has been buffed again, basically. And yeah, I mean, this is interesting for like shield using Oathkeepers that are not physical or fire, right? Really nice for, I guess, like, I don't know, acid, poison, vitality, lightning, and cold shield using Oathkeepers. That's actually a really interesting change. I like it. It's not much, but still very nice. Anyway, let's start playing the game, right? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Fromage. Adventure Story. Denga Legend. Welcome on. DMT, how are you, man? Thomason, Ferris Cube, increased core damage modifier to Fanatis, missile to 130. Yeah, there's some pretty decent stuff in that patch overall, I would say. Very nice. Yo, Odin Eckert, welcome on. So we're gonna play this character in Ultimate today. I'm not even sure where I was on this character, if it was like early Ultimate or if I even started Ultimate at all on this character yet. Pretty sure I did do like one episode on Ultimate, right? Let's see here. So we did do up to Dead Man's Skulls. Okay, so we basically did like Act 1 and 2. Alright, I see. We can do like Act 3, 4, maybe like a little bit of Act 5 as well today. 16k HP at level 78. Okay, so for example, right, if you take a look at my Milton's Cast here, right, my Milton's Cast is only level 55 apparently. And it does only give me cooldown reduction to Blitz and not damage. Same thing for my level 52 Warden's Fortress apparently. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna refarm those items first of all, right? So you need like... When they said like lower level MIs, it was actually like even the mid levels don't have the skill modifiers, like for damage at least apparently. Ah, that's the wrong port. Let's go here. Followed the Ludwig Druid at the weekend, made a load of difference to being squishy Promise Dragon, lots of fun. Yeah, I mean, Ludwig can kite, right? Promise Dragon can't really kite that well. I mean, unless you're playing ranged and you can kite a little bit at least. But still not quite as well as like Ludwig and Totems can, so... Yeah. Like for like proper hard endgame content, Ludwig is just like the better build, I would say. So we didn't get his MI. Who's the other guy? Warden, right? Let's kill some Warden. Yo, Farnsworth, welcome, welcome. New patch. It's not really like officially out yet, it's just like beta access, but you can, like it's open beta, so you can like sign up for it, right? You can play it as well if you want to. Community League had an influence on Zentai. I mean, if you look at the change to Bastion doors, then yeah, that one was certainly inspired by the League, I'm not saying. And I guess maybe like the Blitz nerf also is like slightly inspired by the League. At least like the Blitz while leveling nerf, which is I think exactly fine. Like I think it just felt like a little broken in Elite, especially. Like when we were like 3-shotting Karos right in Elite, that was a little bit broken. But like, other than that, it's still strong, like a decently strong build for endgame. But I feel like there are other like, even more OP builds for endgame anyway, so it shouldn't need like a nerf for endgame. It is already like kind of getting a slight nerf for endgame because of the 1% higher Physras. But that affects like all physical builds, and I think that's also the right decision to do, because physical damage itself seemed really strong as well in the last patch. Not only like this build, but also like other builds. So I think that's fair. Need to farm loads of iron bits and some Irish essence to make a retaliation water. You and Adios are posting about it a bit. Warped of Spines, well, oh no, we need to look at this one, right? Glacial of Blood. Okay, so this one, for example, has the modifiers again to Blitz, right? But the affixes are horrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset and run both of those bosses again, right? Yo, Plumdex, welcome in, welcome in. Any tips on how to get essences reliably? Eldritch Essences? I think SR is like the best one. Like the best place to farm them. Should run. Other than that, I think certain bosses that have like a high chance to drop it are fine to farm as well. I think like the Messenger, for example, in the Forgotten Gods area, right? What it's called again? Like the Pit of Atonement, right? Like the volcano. That one should be good as well. Hopefully we get like a level 75 version of the shield, and hopefully that version also has the modifier already. Oh, we didn't get any, oh well. We're gonna have Markovian's plate mail though, which is honestly really fitting for a build like this. It's borderline lucky as well, to be honest. I'm using 2-piece Praetorian right now for Physaris, right? But this is so good, right? Huh. Yeah, this is really strong. Kind of feels like cheating to use that, to be honest. Preserving the wolf, I mean that's probably fine. Yo, Hamikaro, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Alright, let's see here. So this one is Preserving of the Wolf. Of the Wolf is like Physical Cunning, so that's pretty decent, right? And Preserving is what? Vitality Res, I think? So we're gonna lose Poison and Lightning. Losing the Poison Res would be kinda bad, but... What do we lose if we switch out these two? We lose the Phys Res, Vitality Res, and Elemental Res, right? We gain Vit Res from this. And this one has the damage to Blitz now, right? Yeah, level 75 has damage to Blitz. So you need to have at least a level 75 version of these MIs now for Helmet and Shield to get the like affix, I mean the damage skill modifier, right? Seems like. Which is fair. I lose 15 Physaris here, that kinda sucks. But we're gonna gain like 300 armor. We have 3000 armor, level 78. Okay, dude. Just Warlord things, right? We can put the runestone back here. We have still like... I mean, not the best, but okay-ish. Elemental rest on, I guess. And we could also still use the Sanctified Bone, right? Okay, let's do that. Keep add on here. Keep add on here. Put this here and this here, right? And we are actually low on Aetherus still. Why? How's our reputation here? We don't have any, or like rather only one single like resistance augment on our rings, so we could just use like this, right? And fix Aetherus like that. Yeah, there we go. And just press G and get the item. Just press G. Dude, I'm so happy we're not pressing G anymore. Honestly. Like, leveling in Lost Ark was interesting. I mean, endgame is not even that bad. Like, it's not that much G pressing anymore. But like, leveling was, yeah, just spam G all the time, like, holy fuck. New patch? I mean... It's like a beta patch. You can play it, but it's not like officially out yet, it's like a playtesting patch. But yeah, welcome guys. How are you guys doing? How are you enjoying the Grim Dawn off-season? You're playing some other mods? Are you just playing some more vanilla? Or other games maybe? There are no other games. Vigorous of what? Of the Guardian. Why is it level 84 again? Come on. I would like to get one that I can use right now, really. Also, this one gave me like +2 Minhir's Bulwark and +2 the Blitz, right? I mean, I'm not using Bulwark, but I'm using Blitz, of course, so... let's actually reset real quick, and then check if I can take out some points from the Blitz ability, right? I might have like too many skill points in there now. Decided to level and try physical space Scorched Battle Mage before Zentai nerfs physical. I mean, I'm currently leveling, like playing on the playtest patch, right? And they have nerfed... Okay, so I was putting points here next, right? Apparently. Or in here.
Farewell. What troubles you?
They have to decide to nerf physical damage by giving enemies 1% higher physical resistance. Ultimate difficulty at least. So all physical builds got nerfed by like 1% at least. Or like roughly 1%, I guess. Which I think is totally fair. Still won't be like a bad damage type. Are you playing Dawn of Masteries with the other 3 weapons? They're broken. Yeah, dual wield. Yeah. If you play like the what was that, like Crusader class, and you can like you can one-hand, two-handed weapons, that's pretty broken, right? Yeah. As much as I like mods in Grim Dawn, they are usually rather unbalanced. Yo, Illuminator, welcome. Warlord, Doc Leaf. Yeah, I have to like finish this guy, right? Kill Lokar in this guy list. Just want this series to be complete. And I mean, it's actually worth playing this on the playtest patch because Blitz MIs got nerfed a bit for leveling and endgame physical damage got nerfed by 1%, basically. I mean, only 1%, but still. I was expecting a lot worse. Appreciate the controlled approach he's doing. Yeah, same.
We speak
I think it's totally fine. The Word Bearer. Welcome in, welcome on. Thanks for the follow. I can see... Or I can feel a Warhammer 40k fan in here. Blood for the Blood God. Dude, Chaos was my favorite faction and, for example, Dawn of War. Best game ever, holy shit. Or at least like one of the best RTS games ever. Why do I feel so slow? 135 movement speed. Actually I have max. What? Why do I feel so slow? Is it just because I don't have a mount like in Lost Ark? Mount not found. Skies for the Skull Throne, yep. I need to find a good around to trying your Retaliation Witchblade and already looking for a new build. You didn't like it? I mean, Retaliation is usually rather boring to play, honestly. Puncturing of Cage Souls. Is it gonna drop it? Okay, that's level 80. Stone Face of Frostbite. I mean... Yeah, let's just use this one, I guess, at level 80. It's fine. This one already has, yeah. I think it's only level 80 because of the like rare prefix that they're all level 80. The item itself should be level 75. So yeah, same thing as for the helmet, right? From level 75 on, you still have the damage modifier for Blitz on the affix. I mean on the skill modifier. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just like level to level 80 here, and then we can use it. then we would have our damage back, basically.
I came upon.
Need to find something that can kill all the super bosses without too much kiting. Need to at least get all of them killed at least once. Wait, the retaliation witchblade didn't do that for you? Wait, which one? You're playing the one with the sigil, right? Like the... I mean, you can just not use... What's it called? Like Fevered Rage, I think, and then it should be a safe kill. At least on Kala and Ravager. Warlord's prefix on a Warlord. Warcry and Viresmite. It's not really viable to switch it out for this one, right? Like the Wendigo Glare is just way too good. Might be able to do it, but you still get chunked. Oops. I don't know, you should have like enough sigils under the enemy before you're like, maybe trauma phase thinking, I don't know. Pretty sure you can like pre-stack sigils against both Kala and Ravager rather easily. And yeah, as I said, like if you're still using Fevered Rage right now, maybe just don't use it, right? It's safer to not do it. Alright, we can drop the portal here. Yeah, I mean, you can do it with Fevered Rage, it's just like... You don't have to do it with Fevered Rage, you can also do it without, and it's like safer and easier to play them. It's just gonna like take longer to kill stuff, but... It should be also fine. You had crit to like 18... what? From 1800 down to 100 HP. And from 18k down to 100 HP. What? What even crit you like that? Did you try Kala? Like was it Kala or Ravager? Damn. Also, you can like definitely just like stack the A on a build like that. So that even with Fevered Rage you can't even get crit at all. Like that's certainly viable as well to do. I like having nerfs and boss more so than small ones. depends on the game, to be honest. Or like, also depends on like the state that the game is in. Right, in a game like Path of Exile or League of Legends, where like the game has, like is designed to be like in a perpetuous patch cycle forever, makes more sense than in a game like Grim Dawn, where, well, we are slowly but surely approaching the end of the official development, right? I mean, we already have kind of like reached that point, right? It's just, I don't know, like the last couple of patches, they're just like trying to like fine-tune the remaining items, and that's it, right? It's an RPG, you like it in RPGs. I mean, some people don't, because like some people don't want their build to like get destroyed ever, and then they will just like rage, basically. I know like many people in Grim Dawn, or like in the Grim Dawn community, that are especially like vocal in the forums every now and then, they don't like it. They don't like heavy nerfs ever, because they don't, I don't know. They don't wanna like play a new build, they just wanna like play their one build that I liked playing, and that's it, right? I don't know what kind of content they're doing, because, yeah, I mean, at some point I feel like the new content, if there's no actual new content, right, it's just making new builds, and then, like, for that, like, breaking the meta of builds is good, right, because then you're, like, kind of forced to, like, you get more motivated to, like, try new builds as well. I don't know, like, most people apparently don't, or like, some people apparently don't like that. They just prefer to do Crucible 170 or like SR on one and the same build forever, I guess. I don't know, I don't actually know. They're wishy-washy about it. Yeah, I also think that unless they're... What am I doing? What did I do here? I put something other, like something different on it. There we go. Like, unless they are planning to do like another like content patch, I feel like they should just like do one final balance patch and then be done with it, right? Like, don't do like another 10 super small balance patches that are like whatever, right? Just do one more and that's it, right? Yeah. Like, when is the actual final patch finally, right? It's kind of weird, because like I feel like it, like those kind of patches. I mean, the conduits, like adding the conduits together with some balance patches is fine, and also like they needed to do like a patch anyway because of Xbox, right? So like them doing 1.1.9.5 and to a certain extent 1.1.9.6 is, well, totally expected because of Xbox, right? So it's fine that those exist, right? But like, unless there are like some other bugs that they'd have to fix for Xbox after 1.1.9.6, I do hope that 1.1.9.6 is actually the final patch, because I feel like many of those like tiny balance patches, they won't add enough that the community feels like it's worth it to even have those, right? Because every time they do like one of those, even like smaller balance patches, all the mods will need to like be updated for those patches, etc, etc, right? Like, it's so much more work for like modders especially, that like, I don't know, I feel like the community actually like might get more annoyed by those patches than what those patches would actually like provide people with, right? Yo, Acord, welcome, how you doing, man? I'm doing good, how about you? Yo, Tyler, welcome. Warlord, question mark? Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this guy, kill like Lokar with him, and then I'm kinda done with us, I think. I could do Imperious of Ruin here, right? Since I'm not using like 2-piece Praetorian anymore. I'm getting Pierce and Fire Rust, but losing Ellie Rust, so Lightning might be a problem, right? But I could just like use Lightning Rust's component and like put another Poison Rust augment, right? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll gain like more armor again. So we go for a rigid shell, right? Rigid shell gives you lightning grass, and then we go for another slip venom over here. Put the slip venom on this in here, and we still can't use these because we need level 80 for those, right? Keep add-on. Yep. There we go. Okay. And we need to also craft an enchanted flint for the devotion shrine, right? Sehr gut, danke. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Gut zu hören. Feels like a Crucible Circle Jerk as well. I don't see any direction in those patches. Yeah. Next patch gave Blind Assassin 1% less CDR. Have fun with the patch. Thanks, Sentai. Yeah, I mean, it's like... As I said, like, because of Xbox, they have to do some more patches anyways, right? And if they do those anyway, I don't mind them doing, like, some minor changes alongside them. And, like, if they have to do a patch anyway, might as well, you know? Like, might as well fine-tune, like, some remaining things that haven't been fine-tuned yet, right? That's totally fine to me. But yeah, like, once they don't need to do any more patches for Xbox, they should also, like, stop, like, the super fine-tuning, which basically doesn't change the game that much anyway, right? It's not worth it anymore. Like, it's just gonna be a hassle for modders. .1196, Nani? Yep. Playing on 1196 right now. .1195 was just like the smaller, like minor Xbox bug fix patch, right? And 1196 is the, well, it's gonna be the remaining Xbox bug fix patch as well as the like patch for like some balance. Or like, I don't know. I don't even know what they're gonna add, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna add actual content, so. As I said, hopefully the last patch. To be honest. Alright, been there, done that. Let's go to Homestead. Actually, no, let's go to Dead Man's Gulch and fetch Agrum.
So how good?
Bastion of Chaos Lords removed? Yeah, that is certainly inspired by Serious Stand. Or like the community patch in general, right? Like the community season mod. Yeah, maybe we can even like check out BOC today. Maybe not. Actually, BOC on Ultimate is a little bit scary. Right. Let's not get our like ahead out of ourselves here. We're still only level 79 today, so you're joking, right? Level 80, imbued silver. Yeah, we need to do that still. I'm gonna lose even more Fizz here, right? Only down to 20%, but I mean I still have like 3.3 thousand armor, so it should be fine. I'm gonna put some more cunning. I also lost some HP, but that's fine. We do have damage back on Blitz from the new level 75 plus shield. That's what really matters to me here, honestly. Everything else is like whatever. I should be tanky enough on a Warlord. So yeah. Two more points to allocate into where? Oh, yeah. Shattering Smash for the RR round. Seems good. The patch is just balancing, nothing really exciting. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much just another balance patch. Which honestly is hopefully the last one. I mean, the balance that they are doing is good, I think. And they're also like, I think adding some like new plus skills to like faction gear and so on and so on. But it's like kind of whatever as well. We have too much internal trauma reflect on us because I lost too much physicalness. Taking too much internal trauma damage now. That's not good. Yeah, I mean the armor doesn't help against internal trauma, right? So having like high physicalness is actually somewhat important for the reflect. And you can also get like reflect reduction, right, of course, but yeah. Combination of both is usually better. I mean, you can easily get Physicus on the prefix of the shield again. I just didn't bother farming that yet. The Garance doesn't pierce? What? Yeah, the Garance will only pierce on Bursting Round and Stone Spread now. But it will deal like more damage without piercing, right? I honestly like that change. Because I feel like the Gallon had... I don't know, it was like really good for Crucible. But outside of Crucible it was kind of bad. And now it's like more balanced. It's the only reason you ever used it. I mean, you can still like use other piercing weapons, right? If you... I don't know, like depends what kind of build you were using them for, right? If you're using them for like a Purifier, I think they're still fine because you will still like get pass through on the buff pool skills. Like you will still get like insane AoE. Just not on every single shot. I mean, there's still a pistol that gives you like pass through for like, for example, Righteous Fervor. There is still one that gives you I mean, there's still like two others, like Desolator, the two-hander that has like permanent pass through, right? So like there are still some options, right? There are still some options. Paying more attention to War Cry, Break Morale, it can also stop on death effects, but it's dependent upon the mob, it seems. Probably why it works so well against crit. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the, like, disruption resistance of the enemy, right? If they can get disrupted like the boxes from crate, then yeah, they won't even trigger their on death effects, right? That's nerfed as well? Wait, which one's nerfed as well? Oh, the RF one, you mean? The RF pistol? Wait, does it not have pass-through? I thought it's only the retail part of it that's like nerfed. Like, you can still have pass-through on it. Pass-throughs and weapon pull skills. Wait, even on the other one? Wait. Oh, right, it's on Zolhan's technique only now. Wait, not even the other one as well? Not even Markovin's as well? Yeah, okay, never mind that. But the two-hander still has it, right? Hmm. That's a little weird, I think, maybe. Like, that one seems pretty weak now. Like, only on Zolhan's? Not even on, like, another one as well? Like, not even on Smite as well, for example? Wait, is there a pistol that has, like, pass-through on Smite? Or is there not a single one? Smite already has pass-through? Wait, does it? Oh, right. It does. You're right, you're right, you're right. I've not been playing range builds in a long time, to be honest. I mean, okay, so you have passed through on Smite and on Zolhan's then. So like 40% of your attacks, or like up to 50%, are still passing through. It's not too bad, is it? Yo, GM Chaos, welcome in, welcome in. Range builds were too meta, yeah. Alright, the build seems to be back to its former glory. Like, we can just AFK face tank all the bosses while reading chat, basically. Seems good. So happy I play Grimton again. Yo, welcome back, Angry Duong. I mean, the next couple of weeks I'm gonna play mostly Grim Dawn and like Elden Ring, I guess, a bit as well. Elden Ring is really cool though. It's really nice, really chill.
There was my scouts had just there are two.
Alright, who did we side with? Probably Kaiman's Chosen, right? Yeah, Kaiman's, okay.
I have come to
Alright, once you are sided with Kaiman's, right, you should actually get like their thing, right? The writ, whatever it's called. More points here. And what else? What else? What else? What else?
Ah, we speak at last.
Lost fart. Lost arc. I mean, leveling is just like your typical MMO leveling, right, in Lost Ark? Kind of-ish. I did enjoy my time, though, overall, I would say. It was nice. Also, I mean, it's also free to play, right? So, like, you can just play it, and if you don't feel like you're gonna play it more than a week or two, then you can just stop playing without any investment, it's fine. Apart from time, of course. But yeah, the leveling, I don't know, man. I mean, once you are max level and you do like some chaos dungeons or raids and so on, like that's kind of fun actually. It's still like MMO style content, but a little better than other MMOs, I feel like.
Come see what's left of my
Let's buy the rest here, this is important.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Don't need any of this right now, we don't need any of that. But man, like, I don't know why MMOs always have to have such horrible leveling. It's like no fun at all. Like, it's just super uninteresting. Like, I don't know. Also, itemization in that game. I mean, it's better than other MMOs, maybe, I guess, at least for endgame. Like, when it comes to crafting and so on. Your ability stones, etc. But it's... a big part of it is just like... very straightforward grind, like... you don't really have like... many situations where you're like actually thinking about your build and... just like do this to get like the same plus gear score for the same thing but better, right? I don't know. And like the basic gear, I wouldn't even call it gear, right? The actual gear is just like your rings and earrings and so on. But like the standard gear is just like plus main stat. I don't know. It's just like uncomparable to like an RPG in my opinion. It's a different genre. And it's a genre that unfortunately doesn't have good leveling. Overall maybe even. Is there not a meme build around Judgment? And there's several Judgment builds, right? Like Targo set is... I mean, main damage will be Blade Arc on a Targo Warlord, but it also has decent damage on Judgment for AoE. And other than that, there's also... what is it called? I think the... like Judgment set, right? Like Justicar set, rather. You can get Judgment really low with Justice set, right? And like basically spam Judgment as well. And you also use this weapon, I think, for that, right? Yeah, it's exactly this weapon, like offhand rather. Right, minus 1.2 seconds recharge Judgment as well. Alright, we need to find the farms, right, and also we need to kill Bolivar. Wherever he is. Yeah, just a set, yeah. Green shield. Yeah, the green shield got nerfed. Like, I mean, the green shield is still really good. If you want to be like a tankier build, then the green shield is still probably like the thing to go for, right? But when it comes to like reducing the cooldown of Judgment and like spamming Judgment, the offhand is better now. Like the offhand has more CDR now, the shield got nerfed a bit, has like less CDR now. Depends what you wanna do, right? Do you wanna spam it like crazy, or do you wanna... Got Menhir's Bastion, well that's an actually good relic, right? Or do you wanna just like... yeah. I mean, yeah, if you wanna be tanky then you play the shield, if you wanna just spam and play like damage slash meme then you play the offhand, right? Did I kill Bolivar? He was here, right? Did he already die? I guess he died here, right? I don't remember. I guess he's dead. Violent, welcome in, welcome in. Stumbled upon your YouTube channel while you were furiously searching how not to die to everything you come across in this game. Really enjoy your content and just wanting to pop in and say a big thank you. Hey, you're welcome, man. Glad you like the guides. And thanks for watching. Welcome in, welcome in. I need to figure out how to not die in Elden Ring though as well. Like, I died what, 34 times yesterday? Holy shit. But then I checked Ground Zero, right? He actually died what, 54 times? But also I think it's his like very first Souls-like game, so I mean, yeah. I shouldn't die as much as him then. Not hardcore viable? Yeah. I mean, Souls-like games, I think, can be played hardcore very well as well. You can actually play them hardcore. But I don't know about, like, first playthrough. It's really hard. Like, blind, like, playing hardcore in a Souls-like game, blind is, like, basically... I mean, you can do it, right? You just have to, like, die a lot, I guess, and, like, make many characters. Yeah, I mean, people do like no-hit runs and so on in Dark Souls 1 as well, so it definitely is viable to do. I'm not good at, like, I'm not good enough at those games yet, and I don't know the bosses. Honestly, like, Souls-like games are mostly about, like, knowing attack patterns of bosses, right? I mean, of course you can build your character right, and of course you also need to, like, learn how to dodge properly and so on. But once you have that and your reaction times like properly figured out, then yeah, you need to like know the patterns mostly. Enki managed to do all Dark Souls 3 bosses, no that run recently. That's nice. I mean, the people that are speedrunning, right? Also in DS1, I watched like a couple of speedruns in DS1. They usually also don't die, apart from maybe like 1 or 2 spots where it's like actually beneficial to die when it comes to time. So those are pretty much no death runs, and even like to some degree no hit runs, because against some bosses while speedrunning, if you get hit you just die basically, you know, because you don't have any gear, or like, you know, not tank at all. You don't have any levels or like any gear, right? Wait, wasn't Spooky like a Dark Souls speedrunner as well? A respected member of the Dark Souls speedrun community. Spooky. Hey, we got Udenborg Leather at level 81. That's honestly kinda lucky. Udenborg Leather is one of those proper endgame components you wanna use for your endgame like setup. Against Zarya, just make sure to like blitz the crystals, right? Once she spawns the crystals, like blitz them before they shoot you, otherwise you might be dead. Or like you might take more damage than you want to take, at least. Vanilla or mod? No mod today. Just vanilla. And Key's DS3 run was just under 8 hours as well. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Dark Souls games, like, if you know them well, they're not really that long. I mean, you can spend a lot of time in them, like finding all the secrets and so on. But if you just wanna like do the main storyline, like the main, like I mean story, right? In Dark Souls, the main like boss line, right? Just wanna like defeat the game, then they're rather short if you like know what you're doing. Running a new character for PvP in DS3 is about $5 to $7. Yep. I mean, Elden Ring seems to be a like way bigger game overall. But whether or not it might, like, it will take you longer or shorter to, for example, like, you know, min-max a character for PvP in that game. I don't know. I mean, I guess people haven't figured out the strats for that yet. I mean, obviously not. Like, the game is what, like a week old now. So yeah. And there's so many things to explore in that game. Like, it's gonna take a while until like people find out like the optimum way to like speedrun or speed level, or I don't know whatever you can min-max in that game, right? It's gonna take a while. Elden Ring is a bit structureless on direction. I mean, Souls-like games always have been like that, right? But Elden Ring is even more like that because it's even more open world, right? Like in DS1, you could technically like almost go anywhere, right? Especially when you had like the bandit key or like the thief key, right? You could basically like go wherever you wanted to. But it still always felt like you only had like 1 or 2 or 3 paths maybe to take. Because the pathing in that game was very narrow, right? You had like rather narrow like pathways to walk. And never really like big open areas, right? Whereas Elden Ring is like, yeah, I mean, it feels like a proper like open world game, right? It feels like Breath of the Wild or so, games like that, right? Where you can basically like go wherever you want all the time. And since you still only get like a Dark Souls-like story, so you basically probably will understand the story after beating the game and not before that. Yeah, there's like no direction kind of. But I mean, that's to be expected, to be honest. Like I didn't expect anything else from like a Souls-like game. So I'm not like, I don't know, like I think it's fine. Like that's exactly what I expected.
I could, when the Legion was forced, I've already informed.
Anyway, we've been basically zooming through Act 3 here, right? Killed Karos in a couple of Blitz hits again. Not quite as quick as an Elite, but still like decently quick, right? With these MIs. And we can zoom into Act 4 now. Where did I put my points there? Safeguard? I could like put Safeguard up, right? Or Fighting Spirit. Yeah, let's do this one first. Also I need OA, right? Like, holy, I have like 2k OA. Negative OA basically. We've done a dozen of times in Dark Souls. Is this patch live or still testing? It's still testing. You can play it if you want to. You just have to like sign up for testing, or like it's not even like you don't have to sign up for testing. It's like an open beta testing, right? You can just go to like the second link here, right? Which is gonna give you like the key that you need to enter to play the playtesting branch on Steam. It only works on Steam though, I think. If you have the game on GOG, I think it doesn't work. But it will like go live at some point, right? Like soon, yeah. I don't know when though. I don't know when exactly. That's what Miyazaki based himself on to make it. He was impressed by Breath of the Wild and wanted to emulate it. Yeah, you can really feel it. Like it's literally like Breath of the Wild, except in Dark Souls, right? It's Breath of the Dark Souls, right? It's basically what it is, and it's good, right? Like it fits well together. I feel like the jumping and the mounted horse combat was a little weird at first, like a Souls-like game with a mount and being able to jump felt a little weird at first, and I think the jumping animation also doesn't look that great. But I mean, you get used to it, and actually, like the jumping opens up like more attacks as well, right? You have like more jump attacks. You have like the horse attacks, like the attacks that you perform while on a horse and so on. So you have like basically more flexibility now than before, like more play styles in a way, or like more attacks at least to use. I feel like because of you having more options, at least so far, like the first couple of hours that I've played, right, it feels a little bit easier maybe than traditional like Dark Souls 1 to 3. Also apparently like sorcerers and bows have been, or like they are a little bit better now. Probably mostly just because of like open world giving you like more room to kite, right? Like it's the same in Grim Dawn, right? Like a boss or like a boss's difficulty can very much depend on the arena that you find him in, right? For example, Father Kaiman, right? Father Kaiman in his arena, like with all the fire around, is super hard, right? But if you find Father Kaiman, like, I don't know, in SR, and you can like kite him forever, he's not that hard really, like, he's rather easy, right? And I feel like the same applies to some of the Dark Souls, or like Souls-like games, bosses, right? The summons also seem nice. Yeah, I haven't tried summons in Elden Ring yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try them even at all. Like, I don't know. I'm generally not really a fan of summons in games. Filthy pet builds, right? But maybe I'll try it after all. We shall see. We're getting some really good blueprints here, like Stonefather, right? Stonefather's set is a really nice Warlord set as well, and since it's a blue one, right, you get it rather like easily, I would say. And it is one of the sets that you can also like always consider playing when you're doing like a beginner Warlord, to be honest. Like it's really good. Alright, we need an amber for this one. Let's craft it real quick, that should be a cheap craft.
See anything you like?
Oops. This was the shield that you were talking about earlier, right? Yeah. As you can see, like this one has damage reduction and converts physical to fire to judgment. And of course, it being a shield means that you can roll like physical rest on the prefix. But this one has 1.2 seconds to recharge your judgment now. So yeah, it's like 0.7 seconds more cooldown reduction on the offhand than on the shield. Which I think overall is a fair trade, because yeah, the shield is definitely better defensively. Yo Jafar, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing?
speak at last.
Joke Stinson, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the photo. No Olden Ring. Yo, old, welcome. If you read my title, you will know more. Or like my Discord notifications. But then again, like imagine reading, right? I know, right? Imagine reading. Welcome in, man. How you doing? Oh, actually, I think I should change my title real quick to just build, not builds, right? Like, I don't know if you're looking for the build I'm playing right now. This is what I'm playing right now, right in this second. Who's to say if now is later or not? Well, now is not later yet. Seed of Skies as well. These seals are also really nice, like endgame components, right? What you want to look out for on a build like this is primarily the Seal of Might, and then also maybe a Seal of Blades.
Put it to good use.
Good.
The other ones aren't going to be interesting, at least not for this build. But in general, they are really good as well. I decided to really challenge myself today by playing a Blitz Warlord. Yeah, this is a proper challenge, right? I mean, honestly, I just wanted to, like, I don't know, I want to finish this character, right? Like, bring him up to killing Lokar real quick, and then we're, like, done with this character, basically. It's a Blitz Warlord nerfed by 1% though, yeah, true. It is nerfed by 1%. And also I did have to refarm my MIs because you only get plus damage on Blitz now if you're using a level 75 or higher version of the Monster Frequent, which this character didn't have before. Right. Farming is R65 to 66 is more worth on normal than elite. Really? That should not be the case, I think. I don't know, I think normal was just like nerfed a lot by elite, I thought. I don't know, I've actually never done it. But from what I've seen, it was like really bad. Blitz main attack? Yeah, basically. Welcome in, Barracuda. The amount of times you just died, I mean, okay, yeah, if you like die in elite, then yeah, that's not good. I mean, like, assuming you don't die, right, then it is like infinitely better than normal when it comes to loot. Why are you even dying in elite there? You might have to like fix your resistances or something. Oh, so what level are you? Because like farming for purples, if you're like below level 100, is in my opinion not worth it. Like, you just use what you get, but it's not really like worth it to farm it, honestly. Like to farm them. 4% rest over the limit on normal, so you have 15 over the limit on elite, which is like, depending on the resistance reduction that you get, not enough actually. On ultimate? Oh, on ultimate you have 40% over the limit. Okay. Well, then that's enough. Just play hardcore, you die a lot less. Yeah, you only die once per character. That's true. Yeah, what's your physical resistance as well? Physical res on the 3rd page, right? It's over here. Mine is terrible right now. I had like 40% earlier, and then I switched out like 2 items, and now I'm down to 20, which is... it's fine for now, but like it should be higher for sure. I'm gonna try to get it higher up again soon. Trying to get all the 80 crystals here as well, but you can never have enough of those. %17% vigilance, yeah. And if you're playing a caster, then that's fine. Or like any range carrier, that can be fine. If you're trying to face tank, then that's like rather low. Elite SR 65 to 66 feels to you like Ultimate 50. Yeah, it's around the same. Maybe like a slightly more. I mean, slightly easier, but not much. What build are you playing? Like, what's your class? What's your main ability? Or what? Like, what is your gear? Like your build-defining gear? Two-wheeled Cold Breaker. All right. I mean, Breaker can be very squishy endgame when you like don't know how to properly use your mirror or notification sometimes. Certainly not the easiest character to play, to be honest. Thoughts on Farthest Frontiers trailer? I mean, it shows everything visually that's more or less that you can do, right? I mean, actually, yeah, but like it doesn't really show like any mechanics, right? It just like showed off art, right? They didn't show like any of the menus, right? So you don't actually know how you do stuff in the game by the trailer. So I mean, yeah. Being a playtester myself for Farthest Frontier, I still feel like I can't talk about anything about the game, right? Because they didn't show anything about like the actual like mechanics of the game, right? They just gave you like hints on like how it looks like and what there is in the game, right? Like there is, I don't know, like fishing for example, or there is like farming for example, right? But I mean, I guess you already kinda expected that. The farming is pretty good in the game though, like it's pretty big honestly. Pretty well done, I think. I don't know, what else did I even spoiler? Like, what am I even allowed to talk about? I don't know. I kinda don't want to talk about anything because I don't exactly remember what they all like showed and what they haven't. To me it just looked like, yeah, just like a visual trailer and that's it. Why is everybody always running? Why are you running? Yeah. Well, they are very they're very motivated. Yo, Blender Wickman, good morning to you. Let's go back to Icon here. It was still open beta, yes.
Good work, that we can. Good work, we can.
Come see what's left of my wares.
So we have started to find some more purples, right? None of them are really interesting for us though, so we're not using any of them, right? We could do like mythical obsidian seal instead of empowered obsidian seal though, right? Literally the same thing, but better. Even +3 to safeguard. That's pretty nice actually. Let's do that. We're gonna need... wait. What? Wait, we lost lightning rest. Oh, I'm also like still running around with a low lightning rest. Like I forgot to put the lightning rest components on my belt, right? Oops.
Let's take a look, shall we?
There we go. It's running around with low lightning rest all the time. Do we need the corpse nest though? Kinda don't need it, right? We do need the poison rust though. Actually, I feel like I need another Aetherus augment more so than the poison rest one, to be honest. Yeah, for sure. Okay, and we use... what do we use here? Alright, time to go for the Logorian. And I look at the faction gear just to see how they changed. I actually haven't yet, no, but let's do that real quick. I think like most of them have more skills they support now. Right? Instead of like 2, they support 3 different ones or something. I didn't really like bother looking at them. I'm just gonna wait for GRIMTOOLS, I think, but... Or is it still not like in the game? Because Xantai said like those changes were like documented, but...
Good, you're back.
Maybe the actual patch for that.
They didn't even realize that my Zopet ran out my bad lul.
Thanks for the resub. Thanks, Mixtax. Welcome back, welcome back. Much appreciate the support. Welcome back, welcome back.
I don't know.
And yeah, don't worry about the sub, like... You don't have to sub, right? I appreciate you subbing a lot, but you don't have to sub. Right, my 5G, this is new. Yeah, it's the... It's like a homage to Lost Ark or something, I guess. So that we can always remember Lost Ark through that emote. G for just Ark, yeah. Press G to find the Ark. Okay. Turns out the build is still strong. Seems good. I should bind Blitz to G. Yeah, that would be the actual play, I guess. Yeah. Stuck. G for the gods. Yeah, we can also press G for gods. Indeed, indeed. Do I have Blitz double bound? Actually, I don't know. I have Virus Might double bound for some reason. I don't know why. Gonna lurk now. Gonna finish leveling your Vitality Apostate. Alright, alright. Good luck, good luck. Wait, Vitality Apostate? What is that gonna be in the end? Drain Essence. Dark one. With Apostate? Vitality Apostate. Oh, or like Gargaball pistols? I have no idea. Wait, what do you play? Vitality? Oh, or Radagon. Radagon, I guess. Radagon? No. So it's... Wait, what damage do you do then, though? Like, Radagon is just a support set for... What, Mark of Torment? Oral Censure? So I guess you just mix it with Ravenous Earth and Siphon Souls, question mark? Or maybe like Vitality Word of Pain as well? Or Ignafar? With IOF? Ignafar of Flames? Alright, makes sense. Yeah, yeah, Ignafar actually makes the most sense. True. You crush everything, then you die to the last boss in one hit. Sounds like you're getting... On a Spellbreaker, it sounds like you're getting hit by like the wrong abilities. Like Spellbreaker can't necessarily like just face tank everything. You have to dodge certain abilities. Or like use Mirror to like tank them. It's not a Warlord, right? Like on this build that I'm playing right now, you kind of have to like just face tank everything. But on a Spellbreaker, you can't really do that. Don't know the boss's skill sets yet? Yeah. I mean, you gotta learn that first, right? I guess. I mean, Grim Dawn is not a Souls-like, but you still have to know, like, the attacks of enemies. Especially on something like a Spellbreaker, I would say.
Speak at last.
So that you like know what you can face tank, what you can't face tank, when you're like windows of opportunity, where you can like deal damage are there, when they're not there, right? When you have to like just chill, wait for your cooldowns, and so on and so on. Yeah. Spellbreaker has more than one playstyle? Wait, what do you mean? Ashen Wood, thanks for the follow, Workman. I mean, you can... What do you mean, more than one playstyle? I mean, you can play like the dual wielder, right? You can play like dual wield, focus more on default attacks, focus more on Shadow Strike. If you focus more on Shadow Strike, you can like kite a little bit better, because you're not as dependent on just like attacking all the time with your damage. You can also play caster, right? Like Chosen Caster is okay as well on Breaker, I guess. It's not quite as good as Druid, probably. It's okay as well. Your last minus 1337? Wait, why your last one? Welcome, Direka, how are you, man? Wait, are you from... Oh yeah. You're from Ukraine, right? If I remember or misremember, I don't know. Or was it like Belarus? I forgot. Russia, actually? Wait. Yeah, I mean... Ruble is still what, like 1 to 160 or something now? Yeah. Like, economy is crashing, that's for sure. That's fucking awful. I mean, economy is gonna crash everywhere, like a little bit. But especially like in Ukraine and Russia, of course. I mean, at least your house is not gonna get bombed anytime soon, but... Your web history is almost like a lifetime prison after this Friday. Yeah. I'm not even sure if a VPN can like still save you, honestly. Nice to see you live, found you via YouTube a week or so ago. Nice. Thanks for watching, Ashley Wood. Welcome in. Welcome in, and thanks for being here. How big is the 1% fizz rust on ultimate mobs? I mean, it is a nerf, technically, right? But 1% is obviously not that much. I don't really feel it right now. I was like legit looking at like stocks of some like Russian companies in the recent days. Like it's super duper risky, but technically you could buy them, right? For like way cheaper than before. But then again, like not sure if that's like the best play right now. Not only financially, but also maybe like morally. Not sure. I mean, I guess some of the companies like don't have to do anything with the Russian state really. They're just like getting punished for being Russian, and that's it. It depends on the company. Like moral issues honestly like depend on the company, right? And bottom hasn't been hit yet. Yeah, and it's hard to say, but probably not. It's really hard to say. I mean, you literally can't say because I don't know, unless you're like basically infiltrating all the world leaders' brains at the same time, then you can't say. Everything Russian is bad, 3-head? Yeah, that's a 3-head take. Like you can't condemn all Russians just because what's happening right now, right? Like that's just that's maybe like, I don't know, what some countries would like you to do, but it's just a bit bigger. These are honestly really nice grabs as well, like all the time for endgame, right? Like when you get to like ultimate the first time, you're gonna get mythical runic braces at some point, right? Anyway, like these are always good. You can always use these. The only issue I have with these right now is that even though I have another +2 to Blitz from my chest, my current ones have +3 to Blitz, right? So if I use these, I might be actually below 26 points to Blitz, right? And that might be bad, because I'm gonna lose damage now.
I struggle to admit that. You see, the Luminari have long been aware.
Excuse me, my father and I were...
But it seems to be happening, to be honest. It's, yeah, it is certainly happening. And yeah, that's just... oh well. We're gonna ship food and medicine to Russia now, nothing else.
My,
Yeah.
what a curiosity you are.
It's pretty monka. Yo, Cosmic Whale, welcome. Back to playing side game, Pog. Yo, okay, on Workman. My side game, he sounds. Wow. Oh yeah, let's try out the gloves, if I can use them or not. Still more sections to come. Maybe. Oh right, there's no spirit guide here anymore, right? Because we have started Act 5. Oops. There is one in Forgotten Gods though. We can just go to Forgotten Gods real quick. GRIMTOOLS is the main game, surely. Yep. Not enough Booba and Grim for people.
So, go.
See anything you like?
So we got the Vigorous of the Guardian now. Is this better than Stone Face of Frostbite? I mean, it has more Aetherus, at least my Roadhouse. Has less armor. What does Of the Guardian do? Chance to... What does it even... What? What does it even do? Oh, it's Giga Health. And chance to avoid melee attacks, and plus to the Force Wave. I mean, why not, right? Why not? I can use it, sure. Should be a little bit better. Definitely no double standard and saying all Russians is... yeah. At its playtesting, I assume he will increment it slowly. You mean Zentai? Maybe. The statues have boobs. They have booba. They got like artificial booba to its max indeed. So what was I gonna do here? I got distracted by booba. Holy shit. Okay, let's put these on, right? And then see if we can get to 26 points on Blitz. Nope, we can't. So I guess we're gonna just keep these guns for now. And put the points here instead. I mean, these gloves are really good, and I might be switching over to them. But not now.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Good, you're back.
Yo, Carpelli. Welcome back, welcome back. Thanks for the resub. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for the support. Okay, let's remove the imbued silver on the shield again and put it on a new shield. There we go, right? Just like last time. We could maybe also like make another GRIMTOOLS link, right? I still have 0 away, right? What is this away, dude? Holy shit. Okay, let's hand in the quest items over at Sorrow's Bastion for Commons Chosen as well. And then we're gonna go into Act 5. We're back to 17.6k health as well. Yeah, I mean, the health of this shield is insane, right? I would still prefer to have physical resistance, but health is not too bad, I guess. Alright, been there, done that. We could also do Hidden Path, right? Since we have the Bone Hunter questline as well. We could do like Hidden Path, SLT. I'm kind of low level for that still, maybe, I don't know. Then again, I'm a Warlord, right? Like, do I care about being low level? Not sure. Yeah, that change is insane for Valgur in my opinion. Right. Like, Valgur Totem Ritualist seems so broken with that weapon now. Like, holy smokes. Lifesteal on totems. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, to be honest. Like, it seems... Also, the value seems so high. Like, what, 12%? That's crazy. A bit interesting. Yeah. Not only a bit, in my opinion. Should have gone for Bargo's Root for even more damage. Yeah, I will now. I'm gonna try to farm a Bargo's Root now. I had a Bargo's Root, I think, in normal. And then I just switched over to this one for level 75. Because like the 75 version has like +1 to both Soldier and Oathkeeper, right? Like it's really, really good. But yeah, once we get a like good Bargo's Root again, we're gonna switch over to Bargo's Root again, right? Why am I so slow? I have those debuffs on me, I guess. Yeah, Bitcasters definitely had no life touch before, right? Like, no. Not at all. But then again, I can also understand it. It's like kind of the theme of Bitcasters, right? I just think that 12% might be a little bit excessive, at least on paper. I've not tried it myself yet, and I've also like not seen anybody try it yet. But 12% seems, yeah, like a little bit excessive. Wait, we got a mythical combustion ring? Wait, for real now? This is crazy. And why is it crazy? Because this is the, well, updated one, right? Which has physical resistance reduction. And ally rest, right? So we can just use it instead of the, like, Sylph Primal ring, right? Wait, did I just get this or did I have it, like, for some time already? Like, am I just blind? I can't be that blind, right? So the problem now is acid rest again. Which means we're gonna probably put another of those acid resistance augments, like another Stealth Venom. Yeah. And then it should be fine already. Also, we can put like a Soul Shard, I guess, or like one of those Corpse Dusts, right? Oops. But yeah, this ring is absolutely crazy. Like, it's probably either the best or like it's more like the second best physical ring you can get in the entire game. So getting that is really lucky here. And the shield mace, yeah, it's a really good weapon for the build like this as well. I mean, it's really good for honestly like any Warlord. The Bargo's Root is potentially even better if you get the right affixes on it. But I don't have like a high level version of that yet, so... Also, these guys aren't revered yet, right? I would have to do some bounties here if I want to get the like armor augments. Which I could do, right? That would like free up some slots for pretty much everything. And also Revere with Homestead. Let's worry about that a little bit later. Let's just do some Act 5. Should be fine. They buffed Cold Corba Trickster. Yeah, Cold Trickster seems maybe like actually good now. I mean, the Ring of Steel part was already like really good, right? But now it's even better. Apparently. It sort of balances Storm Totems when compared to Dark ones when you go Totem. I guess, yeah. I actually thought about it as well. And like compared to Dark one, it might be like worth to play Valgur over Dark one now, or like alongside Dark one at least. Raynon would love that, yeah. I think he was still playing like a little bit some weeks ago. I mean, they did already nerf Dark one the past once, right? Not sure if it needs another nerf. I mean, it's really good, of course, but... maybe like another small nerf would be okay, not sure. Alright, we're gonna get the Nane Snash lower alt here, because we do want to go to that secret spot again, where we already went in normal ones, but now in Ultimate this area is gonna be more interesting. Because, why am I going here? It will basically have another secret smith that gives you the ability to craft an item that you need for the Lokar secret questline, right? And as with all of my beginner builds, this character is also gonna be able to kill Lokar. Or like, should be able to kill Lokar, so we're gonna do that questline eventually as well. Probably not today though. Hey, what a Seal of Blades. That is one of the good ones. Also, we should check out these belts, right? These belts are really, really nice as well. For pretty much any physical soldier. But we didn't get good affixes yet. No, we need to keep a looking. I mean, we're gonna get like so many while we're in the bog anyway, right? We're gonna get so many. Yeah, I know, right? It does feel like it's really slow for some reason. I don't even know why. But it does really feel slow. Is this a lie? It's 129 now. I mean, okay, it's even slower now. Wow, arcane. Yo, Skipper, welcome on. Are you cosplaying as a certain someone that has stopped streaming recently? It's because I'm wearing heavy armor. I'm like fat rolling. Imagine if Grim Dawn had like, you know, fat rolling, medium rolling, just like Dark Souls as well. Item durability? I don't know what item durability is, to be honest. I feel like item durability, if you, I mean, it can be interesting. It can also be just like super like tedious, right? And stamina. Blitz needs like the entire stamina bar in one hit. But honestly, like I wouldn't mind having like, you know, max movement speed nodes on devotions, maybe like Hydra, right? So like you can only get it if you have a gun, for example. Stuff like that. I'm doing SSF now. This is the SSF Warlord from before the league, yeah. I'm just continuing this one up to Lokar, and then I'm gonna kill Lokar, and then I'm gonna do a new build, yeah. Haven't seen my stream in like 2 weeks or more. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess I've been playing some Lost Ark, and then I also haven't been streaming at all, right? True. Would that be mandatory? I don't think so. Depends where you put it. It also depends like how high the value is. I don't think it would be mandatory at all, actually. I mean, this is decent, right? Mighty of Attack. That's usable. The problem is Chaos Rest, but we can fix Chaos Rest like once we have like fixed our what's it called? Like augments finally. Remove the cap. I don't know, like say Hydra Devotion, right? If you put it in Hydra Devotion, you're forced to use a gun, right? And guns cannot ever play Blitz or Shadow Strike, which are like the best movement abilities in the game right now. Right? I mean, totems are a player's get pet, right? But Soul Harvest gives you percent damage to both pets as well as yourself. And the one that affects the totems will be the percent damage that you get yourself, right? If you got Blitz, you can... No, if you got a shield, you can still Blitz. No, you can't. Blitz requires a melee weapon. That's like the actual thing it needs. Like, it needs a melee weapon. It doesn't care about you having a shield or not. It just adds the damage of the shield if you have a shield. Yo, Loboto, welcome. I'm doing good. What about you? I mean, the world was a better place before I left, I feel like, but... oh well. New content is out the door? What do you mean? Like there's not coming any? Ah, you're just answering Ashtonwood. Like, imagine reading chat. I wonder if they plan to make a new DC, the map certainly has room for it. No, yeah, no, they're not doing it. They're working on different games right now. And they're not gonna do any more DLCs for Grim Dawn 2. I mean Grim Dawn 1. However, if you are interested in more content, right, Grim Dawn is a fully moddable game, and the community has done lots of different mods. For example, this is a rectal stream because I'm not reading chat, yeah. For example, we have also done a League mod currently, or like up until a couple of days ago, the League Season 3 was going on. And you can still play the mod from the League, which is... It's not like a heavily modded Grim Dawn experience, right? It's just the base game with some added content on top, like some new items on top, some endgame bosses on top, like a new ambush mechanic. So it's kind of like a mini expansion. So if you're looking for a Grim Dawn experience that is, well, that feels just like Grim Dawn, but has just like some more content added on top, as if it was an expansion, then I think the League mod is like what you're looking for, right? And it will also be expanded further upon for Season 4, right? We are planning... I mean, I'm also like part of the developer team actually, in a way. We're planning to do more like stuff for next season as well, which will probably, well, be released at some point this summer. Or maybe like late summer, I don't know. So yeah, stay tuned for more Grim Dawn content. Provided not by Crate necessarily, but by the community at least. Shield charge build again. Yeah, it's the same shield charge build that I did before the League. I'm just gonna... like, I left off at level 78, right? And I'm gonna... like, I did continue there today. I'm just gonna like finish this guy. Basically to make the like solo save hunt playthrough complete, like kill Lokar, and then that's basically it, and then we can play like a different build. Right? Join Grim Dawn League. I mean, it's off season right now. Right? Like, there's no competition going on right now, but you can still already like, I mean, you can still play the mod if you would like to. Right? Dawn of Masteries reworked broken skills? Wait, what? I'm pretty sure Dawn of Masteries is pretty broken in itself. It's more like Dawn of Masteries adds broken skills. It doesn't really rework anything, does it? Or are you talking about... Wait, isn't there like the Grim Dawn Reborn mod as well? Is that the one that you're maybe like talking about? That has like some reworks in it? Yeah, the Nadir Mar mod was pretty funny actually. I played it a lot. Well, like not a lot, but like I played a playthrough through the mod. The Reign of Terror mod, well, if you're a Diablo 2 fan, then it's like a must play, I think. Yeah, Dawn of Masteries is just like, I don't know, like add a bunch of broken stuff. Like Dawn of Masteries is there, like if you want to just like go completely crazy, right? Then you can play Dawn of Masteries. If you want like a balanced experience, I would definitely not suggest you to play Dawn of Masteries. It is everything but broken. I mean everything but balanced. It is completely broken. But it's, I mean, it's fun. And you can like draw some like inspiration for other mods if you want to like make your own mods. And then there's also like a couple of like smaller fun mods as well. Like the 69 projectile mod and so on and so on. Which, well, don't care about balance either, you're just there for fun. Well, think about the Garant set changes. I like the general direction that they're going with it, for sure. I don't know if like the numbers are properly balanced, or if it's like too weak now, I don't know. But I do like the general direction. That it's not like permanent pass-through anymore, only like pass-through on certain like weapon pool skills. I do like that, personally. The original game, GRIMTOOls. I was playing hardcore veteran, you tend to die a few times. If you're playing hardcore, you can only die once per character, right? You can't like die a few times, you can only die once, technically. But yeah, I mean, the game is not a... I mean, if you've played the game enough, then it becomes easy at some point to level up, I think. Doesn't matter if you're playing veteran or not, but... yeah, it will take you a while to get to that point, I think. You can certainly die a lot in this game. I mean, I did too in the past. And I still died a lot also in the season, right? Because the season added like a couple of additional like challenging content on top. The gun was really fragile before in your experience. Did they make it tankier? Because yeah, I do agree that it already looked like paper on paper, right? Never actually played it myself. It looked too squishy for hardcore. Wow. Pretty sure he has. I'm pretty sure he has. I mean, yeah, makes sense, Ashenbot. I was just making stupid jokes. It's not tankier, but maybe you can go for a more defensive setup now that the damage is buffed. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I guess I should try it out, but then again, I don't see myself like playing a purifier anytime soon. I have a G mode now, but I did play some Lost Ark, right? And that game was lots of pressing G.
Put it to good use. Gonna be more scrap metal.
Purify is fun though. I mean, it is fun, yeah, that's true. It is certainly fun. But it also dies a lot, at least in my hands. How do you get it? I don't know, you just get it. Oh, you mean the emote? It should be a follow emote, so like you just follow me and then you have it. But I mean, you should already be followed, right? You can only use it on this channel though, I think. Like, follow emotes can only be used on the channel. Dagaran no longer penetrates? Yeah, Dagaran only has a chance to penetrate now. Because penetration is, well, bound to the weapon pool skills now. And those have a chance to attack, so... Technically it only has a chance to penetrate now, right? Also, welcome in, Atakan. How you doing, man? Haha. On your third or fourth try with the 8th race Spellbinder, and it was leveling as Necro and Hardcore, you got like one shot or died from your own stupidity.
See anything you like?
Yeah, I mean, generally if you die in this game, you die because you made a mistake, right? I mean, it's mostly the same in every game like this, but just don't get hit, right? Just don't make a mistake and then you don't die. I mean, easier said than done, I know, I know. A mistake? What? When you die in this game, you can blame the developers. And you can blame whoever you want, right? You can always blame anybody. Whether you blaming someone is warranted or not is another question. Last try you leveled up with your Arcana Sky as blueprint. Alright, so like Chosen Sky Shard into 8th Array, yeah, makes sense. I mean, yeah. Should be good. You blame the jungler. You blame Xantai. Personally. Or because Mirror was on cooldown. But Mirror was up, right? It was actually up. And I still died, dude, what? Feels bad, man. Nothing interesting in the test patch. What do I mean 1% more fizz rust is not interesting? Guess you're gonna return to the game in summer. Yeah, hopefully we'll be ready with season 4 by summer. We'll see, we'll see. Pets, you either enjoy the playstyle or you don't, for the most part. Yeah, pretty much. It's more like a personal thing, I don't know. Like, either you like pets or you don't, I think. Alright, good night, Jafar. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you around, man. Enjoy your night. Let's really just stand there and do nothing. Kind of ish. Dude, am I slow or am I slow? Where's my mount? Where's my Grim Dawn mount? What do you think about mounts in Grim Dawn? Would that be a good idea? Like, having a mount to horse around. Blitz is your mount. The map might have, yeah, the map is not big enough. Or like rather the map is too dense as well. Like for example, if you made yourself like this mount whenever you get hit, like it wouldn't do anything, right? You wouldn't be able to like walk 2 meters without getting dismounted. And if you make yourself like able to ignore enemies hitting you while on the mount, like not getting dismounted. I mean the mount in Grim Dawn is just called Blitz or Shadow Strike, right? That is the true mount. Like Shadow Strike skipping around. You suck too much to make it to 100 on a druid. You either play Promise Strike or you I mean you can also just play totems from level basically level 15 on or something like that. Dude, you got all the blueprints, are you kidding me? Seed of Might at level 86. What is this RNG? Is this like Warlord RNG? Spell Scorch Plating, Seed of Destruction, and Seed of Might? All three from one single totem? How? What? That's so lucky. It's not even fair. You found Tier 2 mode, now it's easier to watch. Yeah, I always watch Twitch on Tier 2 mode as well. It's like the best mode for sure. Everything else but Tier 2 mode is just, I don't know, just trolling around. They would allow having a full screen map. Yeah. Yeah, like an overlay map, you mean? Yeah, it would be cool. For sure. It's like the only thing the game is still missing, I feel like. Probably gonna use this one, right? Mighty Attack. I don't think I've found anything better than that so far, so... And we're not gonna kill more crowds now, since we've already done like basically all in Act 5 that we have to do, at least for now. We're gonna get some more later when we do like the dungeon, but we're not doing it now, I think. So might as well just roll with this one, right?
I am so. We've always had.
I'm tired of having to press M. Yeah, it would be very nice, not gonna lie. Like you just need a you need like a slider for opacity. And
I don't know who you are.
yeah. It's kind of all you need, right? Yeah, there is an update, yeah. But the update is like also not really that amazing or interesting. Yeah, no idea either. I don't think it's even like that hard to do in Grim Dawn. I mean, it's not there in Titan Quest either. Like, Titan Quest doesn't have it either. But they could have added it here, in this game at least. I don't know why. And you can certainly play the game without it. But it would be nice to have it, right? It would be very nice to have it. You wonder if 1.9.5 crash fix actually affected the game. I was recently having some crashes. Used to be very, very rare before. You recently had crashes even at login, more like black screens, you mean? Interesting. I mean, I haven't had any crashes so far, but I've only been playing today, so... yeah, no idea. I like the temporal arc blade +4 to Isle of Reckoning, because yeah, it was certainly the best two-hander for Aether Isle of Reckoning, but like dual wield is better anyway, right? So buffing the two-handed version is certainly good. Okay, where's the Wendigo? There it is. There's a conduit for it. I've also been playing like dual wield Aether Isle Reckoning. What was it, like Oppressor, I think, 2 years ago. It was alright. Not as good as Chaos, but Aether is one of the weaker damage charms for sure for Isle Reckoning. Yeah, Chaos actually got nerfed a bit. I don't know, was it really that strong? I mean, maybe it was. Coin of Divine Whispers replaces crit damage modifier for Aether with lifesteal. Yeah, that alone like fixes lifesteal, that's true. True. It is Ravager. Alright, who do we summon here? Tuvald? Ravager Flash? Sure. We're not gonna do him like today though. Certainly not. Certainly not with this like low physicals of the shit that I have right now. Let's go to Covenant's Refuge now. Have you started Elden Ring yet, or is it the first time? I did play it yesterday on stream already. Also, welcome in, Bob Rick. How are you, man? But yeah, I'm basically playing blind. Apparently I'm also like missing stuff left and right, so I'm literally playing it blind. But yeah, it's fun. It's a good game. It's certainly a good game.
Safe storage. No questions asked.
What the fuck. Okay. We're gonna switch the belt, right? We're certainly gonna switch the belt. And what else? But this means we lose Chaos Rest, right? What do we do then? What do we do then? Alright, I could also just like not switch it around, right?
Safe with me. Promise.
I can't use the augments from these guys yet, right? They need level 90. Yeah. If I'm playing it blind too, definitely missing stuff. Yeah, that's good. Can someone tell me how to send items to inventory like that? Wait, you mean components or?
I'll keep your stash safe.
Do you mean components like this with this button over here? Move components. And like this, like from component to your personal stash. I mean, from stash to your personal bags, you just shift left click, right? Shift left click like this. Shift. Do you ever use that many healing pots? No, I'm gonna sell some now, I think.
See anything you like?
Right, like this, for example.
Got something you need stashed?
Like I usually like to keep one stack of 100 and then like this, right? I guess I sold too many of the energy pots, but I really don't need them right now, right? Really don't. I also don't need two of these, like what is this?
It's safe with me. Promise.
I need to do like a couple of these. Like, okay, ideally right now I should do like a couple of these bounties to get like these factions up to revered, then like use the proper augments and so on and so on and so on, right? That's what you should actually do right now. Also should have done the, like bought the merit, I mean the red here before doing the quests here. What am I doing? Whoops. Oh well. But we can just go for Act 6, right? It's fine. It's fine, I'm tanky enough, right? I certainly am tanky enough.
See anything you like? See you around.
If I'm not using Lethal Assault in Corba Trickster because it's annoying to process every 4 seconds, am I a terrible player? Probably. Or just a lazy player, not necessarily a terrible player, just a lazy player. %1 damage nerf, pog. Dude, what the fuck, the spell is still wrecking everything right now. Doesn't look like a lost arc. Yo, Kana Pine, welcome on. Did I find my wallet and go home? Yeah. I did find my wallet. Finally. I found my wallet and was like, nah. It's not really worth like spending game on spending money on that game, right? It's fine for a free-to-play game, I think. It's also fine to spend money on Lost Ark if you actually like MMOs, right? I'm kind of surprised I really was playing it so much, because I really don't like MMOs that much. But like the RPG elements of the game do carry the game quite a bit. So. Okay, we just killed Akadzul before he even spawned a volcano at level 87 with some random ass self-found gear, right? I mean, that's pretty strong, right? What the fuck? You are too addicted to D2R right now to play MMO? I mean, yeah, both need lots of time for sure. How's D2R now with the recent patch, by the way? Didn't they do a recent balance patch? Like the first balance patch for Diablo 2 since basically 20 years or something like that. Oh, it's only on PTR, it's still not live. Changes look reasonable. 1% really hurts the build. Yo, Ulven, welcome on, welcome on. Any cuties in chat? Ah, yeah, yeah. Once you kill a clone Diablo, unless I somehow get into PvP, I'm gonna quit. I legit think you're addicted. How much have you been playing per day? Okay, this is a long fight though. You can really feel the 1% visitors on this guy. I mean, my build is also not min-maxed, right? This is just you know, some random ass SSF build. I mean, not random, but certainly not min-maxed properly yet. 4 hours per day. Alright, I mean, that's not too bad. Less than Guild Wars 2 when you played at your peak. Battle.net launcher won't tell you. Make a script for the log file, yeah, sounds good. I mean, it does matter, right? Like 1% is 1%. But it's very minor. Like it's usually almost negligible, you know. Like a 1% damage nerf is usually not a lot. Like, it's not. Of course it's not. Reduces effectiveness of Rings Relic with say 8%? No, it actually increases effectiveness of RR. The more resistances enemies have, the more effective RR is. So it does increase the effectiveness of RR actually. Like increasing resistances on enemies makes resistance reduction more important. Yeah, RR is resistance reduction. So for example, my combustion band right now is like a little bit more effective on the current patch than on the last patch, right? Because enemies have 1% higher physical resistance. So for example, going from 100% resistances to 92% is like going from 100 to 92 is more impactful than going from 99 to 91, right? For example. So the higher the resistances is, the more important resistance reduction is as well. Right? It gives you less RR though. Okay, I understand what you mean. But also, I mean, it doesn't give you less RR, right? It's just... It is as if every single physical build had -1 RR. With the same gear as before, but it also makes the RR that they do have more important, like a tiny bit, of course. The 1% phys res increase is because physical damage is OP as fuck. Which Crucible players would claim? No, I'm also claiming it myself. Physical damage is OP right now. Like, was OP on the last patch. And the 1% is gonna change, like, maybe a little bit. Like, it's gonna make it a little bit better, yeah, but... It's not only Crucible players who claimed that, it was like literally everybody playing the league who claimed it as well, I would say. So PS5 after no changes? I mean, in this case, there were actually very impactful changes. Which is why it was OP, right? Because they reworked armor and reduced armor across the board. I mean, that's why. And also like flat, like percent physical damage was buffed across the board as well. So, I don't think like there's been anything ever in the history of Grim Dawn that had like as many changes as physical damage, like in between patch 1.1.9.2 and 1.1.9.3. So comparing it to a start set is like probably the dumbest thing you've said all this year, Arios. No offense, but like saying there were no changes would be like a stupid comparison right now, because I don't think anything has been changed as much as physical damage like in the entire last year of Grim Dawn. You just can't read? If you play a mod, you can't really claim it's a problem of the main game. I mean, the mod has the same, like... It's the same game still, in that regard. Yeah, then I just don't understand what you were writing, if that's not what you're trying to say. You said same as pseudo SR nerf back in the day because it was OP as fuck. You said same as, so I assumed you meant it was the same as, which it's not. Like, if it wasn't related to physical damage, why did you say same as then? To me, same as implies a very heavy like relationship. Same situation, yeah, except it's not. Like, it's not. Same situations where people claim something is OP when it's not, except it is in this case. Or like it was in this case. So I don't know. Yeah, that's literally what I said, like you're trying to imply it's the same. And also I know that you don't know. Which is why what you're, like, the comparison you're trying to make is just wrong. Which is why I said it's not the best thing you ever said. Because it couldn't be more different in this, like this time. Should I picked up GRIMTOOLS again and trying to finish Crucible achievements? Aren't Crucible achievements just like finish, like construct additional pylons? Demo Oathkeeper trash? No, it's not. It's still really good. Especially for Crucible, Shipbreaker's really good. It depends what kind of build you're playing, but Shipbreaker in general is really good. Your point was that people claim something that is not true, that is all? Yeah, you said it's the same this time than it was last time, which is not true. That's why what you're saying is not, like, even comparable. That's why your point is, like, wrong. And that's why I called you out on your point being wrong. And then you said you don't have a, like... I don't know. I don't understand what you were even trying to say. Like, if that wasn't your point, then what was the point, even what you were trying to say? But it's fine. I don't know. The same message? Well, you didn't say it in the same message. That's just lying right now. But yeah, you said you would have to check the forums for the actual info, yeah. Yeah, you just speculated. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I forgive you, Adios. I forgive you. You have to do the pylons Chivos achievements, but I have to do wave 160 with extra spawn. And I also need to do the points. Oh, okay. I mean, you could do the Crucible stuff like off-season and wait with the other stuff for like until next season, right? Yeah. Like the way you worded it implied that you like meant that it's the same situation, but you weren't trying to say it's the same situation, you were just speculating it's maybe the same, because you didn't know how the situation actually is like, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, the situation is completely different this time. Like, it's certainly not the same. Just so that you know. With how high the DA was on a lot of bosses in the league, I don't think it was as OP as vanilla, where it's easy to crit most things with the physical build. That's true, yeah, that's true. It was actually weaker in the league than outside of the league. Fizz builds is 2 sides of coin, some are incredibly strong, while others maybe around conversions less so, and conversion to Fizz was fixed. I mean, the ones balanced around conversions to physical, they used to be the stronger ones, right? And they are rather the weaker ones right now, because balance has basically shifted in the other direction. Because those like X2 physical conversions used to ignore armor, and now they don't anymore. So they are being reduced by armor now. It's almost a year since playing, since season 2. Yeah. I mean, as I said, like, you might as well just wait for season 4 then. For everything but the Crucible stuff, because you can't actually like get the Crucible achievements, I think. And I mean, yeah, Crucible is its own mod, so you can't really like play at least the official Crucible in any mod, right? Nah, people didn't use a single new item in the mod. That's also what I'm saying, it's literally the same as the base game. They were playing with the same mechanics, like the same physical changes, the same like literally everything was the same as vanilla. Yes, it was still a mod, so like you could say yeah, but it was a mod, right? But it was literally the same, right? Literally the same items, the same builds. Literally everything the same. The only thing that was different was that people were also trying with literally the same vanilla builds, right, that you can play without the mod. They were trying like some of the newer bosses, and some of those had like very high DA, and high DA means that you need to have even more away, otherwise you can't ever procure Assassin's Mark, right? And without Assassin's Mark, physical builds are a lot weaker. So if anything, then physical builds were in the mod, like in the league, weaker than outside of the mod, right? Yeah, maybe. Wait, yeah, maybe. I mean, depends how... It would depend on like how much Xantai would be willing to listen to someone like claiming some stuff from a mod. I mean, if he was like actually willing to listen, then I think it would be fine. But he could also just be like, yeah, it's a mod, right? Like, I don't care, it's just a mod, right? I mean, he could be like that. It depends more so, I think, on like his willingness to, like his willingness. How do you say that? Willingness to listen, or like whether or not he has the time to listen to like mod feedback that is also relevant for the base game or not. Like whether or not he wants to listen to that or not. Eh? Xantai just hates humanity. Wow, that's a bold statement, but maybe he does, yeah. Worst map in the game, Canada District. Yep. Good thing we have Blitz to take us through this maze. just like point and click where you want to go, basically. Ideally, you always want to take like all the Aether Crystals with you. Or you like Virus Smite up the stairs, or maybe you don't, because it fucks up, like it fails. Oh well. Rest in peace. I mean, the map is supposed to give you nightmares. Maybe not because of the layout, but... Oh my god, okay, I can't even point and click where I want to go. Not even with Blitz. What of this? Alright. Got all the crystals. Yep, missed one here. Let's go back. Yep, get it. Let's go back up. Let's go over here. Yep, click on this. Only found one wagon so far, there should be another one I think up here though. Somewhere up here at least. Another crystal here. A streamer that actually touches totems. I mean, yeah, you see totem, you kill totem, right? You see totem, you click totem. Clear totem. Yeah, I mean, this map you really just wanna like turn the camera and then press Blitz, right? Because otherwise, like imagine move like walking here. Good luck. It wasn't pleasing going through here with a summoning Carbalus without much movement. Yeah, I can imagine. It is a lot smoother on this build for sure. New Wise meant meta shift. It depends if those builds were using new items or not. Some of them weren't. I mean, I personally only play like new items because I wanted to just like show them off. Even though like some of them weren't even that good, right?
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
$3.4k armor, nice, nice. Very nice. If Diablo 2 had the update frequency of Grim Dawn, rune words would be all over the place and we would have a PoE legacy item problem on our hands. Yeah, maybe.
Resistance has...
There you are, while discussing the attack. There you are.
I still feel like oops, what is this lag? I mean, I'm not sure, but the combination of mobility because of the CDR on Blitz, and also having Virus Might and another Root Augment because you're a Warlord, as well as the damage, as well as the tankiness, still makes this build completely ridiculous. Even after like the slight nerfs. I mean, yeah, it's maybe not as good anymore on like lower levels, but level 75 plus, it can still be ridiculous as fuck. Yeah, also, I mean, monster frequency becomes stronger the more you know the game, right? Because then you like know what affixes to look out for, whereas legendaries or blue items are way easier to understand for like a new player, right? Everybody was making Blitz builds even before the season. I mean, they have already done that before the patch even like released, right? Like during playtesting. Like if he was like going by those builds only, he could have already like nerfed Blitz before it even like hit the live servers, you know, like the live patch version. I mean, there are no servers yet. Shadow Strike and Venge is acceptable. I mean, the thing is, right? Nightblades have the same like mobility, of course, but they don't have like they don't have like 18.5 KHP and like the potential to get like insane fizzles as well through like shield prefix as well on top. Like they're not a Warlord, you know. Like Nightblade having that mobility is fine because like Nightblade doesn't have everything else that Warlord has as well on top, right? And also we're getting basically the entire Stonefounder set here. Like what is this? We got a mark, we got the chest, and I think we have the helmet blueprint as well, right? Like 3 out of 4 pieces. And we're not even level 94 yet. Like what? What is going on here? Firing blooms to get these components, but damage feels low at the moment. Alright, would you mind waiting a bit? I would probably just like kill Theoden and then we can check it out. Is that okay for you? Alright, no worries. Sounds good. How is my reputation with these guns, by the way? Honor it now. I should go back now and get the merit, right? Or the writ, rather. So we go to sewers, I think. Yeah. From my experience, those builds videos are endgame builds. The big change in the patch was the Blitz before endgame. Yeah, exactly.
Come see what's left of my wares.
These could be also decent, right? Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, my current ones are non-mythical, so these would have at least a higher like armor value.
See you around.
I could just like buy these, right? Why not? Why not? Why not?
See you around.
He first kills Theoden and then I'm gonna kill your build. Yeah, I guess so. I think most people use merits, yeah. And mandates as well.
So this is what
I think most people don't wanna do 3 playthroughs in every single character. Also experience potions, yeah.
could work out. You can do this deal.
Local set is maybe like a little bit more controversial. At least using local set all the way to 94 is... For low levels I think everybody's using it as well, like up to level 50 at least. Oh yeah, let's talk also to Yvonne up here, right? Get your quest set up, we can already gather her memory thing, whatever it's called. The way you see it, you're extending your number of hours. I mean, depends what you want to do in this game, right? Do you want to like get the best feeling, or like get the true like leveling feeling on every single build and character in the game? Or do you want to just like play every single build in the game, at least in endgame, to its fullest extent? Because the build, like the game has so many builds. I don't think you're gonna like run out of builds to make ever. I like a mix, honestly. I mean, I usually speed level. I mean, the way I do it is I have like one main account, right? Like one main save folder where I have like my, well, basically my first ever created characters and so on and so on. And then like all the other like alt characters that I just speed leveled, like using the speed leveling method. Which includes like, of course, merits, XP pots, local set and so on, right? And mandates. And then I do like a couple of entirely like fresh start runs every now and then. Or just like, well, rename my main save folder to like, I don't know, save_main, for example. And then when I start the game, then the game is gonna create a new save folder, so like everything's reset, right? It's like resetting the game completely. And that's also what I did for this character, right? Like this character has a completely reset progress for, well, items, blueprints, right? Everything is reset on this character. And so it's like completely as if you started Grim Dawn for the first time ever. And yeah, I mean, then you get like a proper feeling how it would play, or like how it would feel like to play this build if you're like new to the game, right? I mean, maybe not like if you're new to the game, because you know, like I know where to go and so on, of course, and the new player might not know that. But like item wise and so on, you like have the same options as a new player at least, right? Full save reset. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically doing that as well every single time I do like another SSF beginner playthrough, right? And it's also fun, right? Like, it is fun, but it depends like what kind of build you want to do, right? Do you want to make a build that doesn't require any like pre-farmed gear, or do you want to make one of those like bazillion builds that you can do that might require some specific gear, right? And then you, well, need to do it on your main basically, because you might have those like that gear on your main, but not on a fresh character, like not on a fresh account, of course. What? Nothing? Okay. Waiting for Create to finish balancing to see the changes you all would make. And you talked about wanting to change the leveling before, for example.
Was the mission back before the city?
The leveling? Yeah, not sure. Like if we would, I mean, I don't know. I don't think like leveling needs to be changed like in a major way. Certainly not. I don't think so. And we have already like sped up leveling a bit for like the seasons because, and honestly I'm personally not necessarily the biggest fan of that either. I think the standard leveling as it is in the game, like for the first character, is totally fine. It's more like people were asking to have like a slightly sped up leveling experience for your first character in the seasons, because yeah, it's more like the community wanting that, and that's why we like did stuff like merits at level 1 in the season. I personally don't think that's needed, but I can also understand like other people not having as much time to play the game maybe, and so on and so on. Just add more endgame content. I mean, we already have endgame bosses, right? Like, we don't need to like add more Celeste bosses, but there's always like more. Like there are other ideas for endgame that you can implement, right? For sure. And there is at least one system that we're kind of working on, yeah. That is, I guess mostly endgame related, but one could actually do it as well, like I think in lower difficulties. Like it's not necessarily bound to like end game only, like the Celeste bosses are. Or like those League specific super bosses were. Over level enemies in skeleton dungeons? I mean, you can already do that if you just don't play ultimate difficulty. Wait, why would you need over-leveling skeleton key dungeons in ultimate difficulty? Like, to me that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you make the game easier? Oh, you mean enemies over-level even more? Yeah, there are ways. There are other ways to also scale enemies. Not only WoW levels, right? Like Shadowram, for example, scales enemies just by like shards, right? Like by shard level. OP levels like in Borderlands 3 or 2. Ultimate Veteran would be nice, wait. Why am I porting? I could just leave the area, but what am I doing? Oops. I think it's important to have like a wide variety of endgame, so that maybe like build A is, you know, weaker in endgame type A but stronger in type B. So maybe you can't. I mean, Grim Dawn currently has like 2 endgame systems, right? Basically, Shadow Realm and Crucible, right? Like a build might be weak in Crucible but like stronger in Shadow Realm and the other way around. And usually they are more like strong in both or weak in both, but some builds are actually like catered more towards Crucible or catered more towards SR. At least on hardcore it actually matters a lot, because on softcore SR is just like feed to win, right? Which I personally don't like. I mean, you still get punished for dying in SR. Not as hard as saying a Skeleton Key Dungeon, for example. Feed to win? Feed to win, yeah. But yeah, feet are fine too, I guess. Mike's feet. Maybe balancing another veteran difficulty takes a lot of time. Your brain is no PC program brain. I mean, there are two possibilities, right? You could try to actually balance it, or you could just put it out there and don't care about balance, right? And like let the players figure out how to play it, basically. It's more a mechanical problem. And it's actually a problem when it comes to the menu itself of Grim Dawn, right? Because you can only choose veteran on normal, right? And you can't reprogram the main menu. Like you can't mod the main menu. At least not that I'm aware of. Like you can't change the UI in the main menu to like allow you to use veteran and like elite and ultimate. That can only that's only something that Crate can do, but we can't as modders, I think. What you could do though, right? What you could do though is you could basically make elite ultimate, and you could make ultimate veteran. Like you basically remove elite difficulty. I think you could do that. I mean, it's still a lot of work, but you could technically do that, I think. Like you could take the entire scaling of ultimate and like put it into elite, and then like make the current ultimate veterans so just harder, right? I think that could be done. It's still like lots of work to like make sure everything is working properly, because it would also have, yeah, like you would also have to like change the entire map, like literally the entire Grim Dawn map, because level scalings of mobs are like saved within the map file actually. But yeah. It would certainly be doable. I mean, no, like the scaling itself of the difficulty is not saved in the map file, but the level range of enemies is saved in the map file. Like for example, like in Ultimate, right, like all enemies scale up to your max level, right? In Elite they don't, and like the level that an enemy can have in a certain area, like the lowest and the highest level that an enemy can have, and like the enemy's gonna spawn in a level in between the max and the min, depending on your level, right? That information is saved in the map. The scaling itself of the difficulties is not, like the bonus scaling on top is not saved inside the map file, but yeah. What I just said is saved in the map file. Yeah. That's why mods replace the world map. Yeah, the area levels, exactly, others. Weird that they didn't use a DBR file, which would be red on top of the map. I mean, technically, those are DBR files, right? But, and you can just basically change those DBR files. But you would still have to build the map, I think, once at least. Yeah, like it's still, yeah, but you would have, I mean, you would still have to like build the map once, because like the map, if you don't build a map, it will like still refer to the old unchanged DBR files. So you have to like, yeah, like you only have to like change DBR files, which shouldn't be that much work, and then you have to build a map again. But I mean, in our mod, we are like building the map anyway again because of like added areas and so on, so it wouldn't really change it much. Like TLDR, it's not that hard, alright. It's pretty easy actually. It's just whether or not we would actually want to do it like that. But it could be done for sure. I mean, yeah.
Put it to good use. Go around and look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the map would not be needed, because like the map is still saving the information of the old DBR files even if you change the files, I think. At least I had like a couple of I had like a couple of instances where it like didn't change the map. When you only changed the DBR file, you had to like basically import the map, or like, I mean, open the map and then like resave it. I mean, I would have to check. I didn't do like any modding in the last like 3 weeks, I think, with the map. But yeah, I'll look into it, like maybe next week or like later this week. Anyway, talking about this playthrough, right? If you are here in the infestation at ultimate difficulty, right? You wanna open the way here, and you open the way there by talking to a certain spirit or like a certain witch in the Coven's Refuge, right? This is a ultimate only quest, and you wanna do this because this one gives you a skill point, but it's only ultimate. So yeah, that's where we're doing this right now. That's usually only needed if you want to add / remove something in the world. Yeah. Yeah, usually that's true, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like those DBR files wouldn't need the map to be changed. Like maybe it would actually work by just changing the DBR files. I just had like another issue where it didn't work like that. And maybe because of that I'm like drawing the false conclusions, thinking that it would also need to be changed in that regard. Yeah, not sure. I mean, anyway, for the league, right? We're doing a new map anyway. Like it's overwriting the map file anyway, and then we might as well like. I mean, TLDR like it will work anyway, right? Just like change the DBR files, and then we build the map because of other changes that we do on top anyway as well, and then it will work, right? It will certainly work. You also have to adjust item drop levels to go with the range enemies change. No, that would be automatic. Like item drops depend on enemy level, enemy level depends on area level, and area level would be the one thing that could change. So if we change area level, then everything else would like be changed automatically as well. Like be automatically adjusted. Like it would literally only be area level that we need to change, nothing else. At least if you wanna like if you wanna make elites feel like ultimate, you just copy paste everything that's in ultimate and put it in elite, right? And that's all you need to do, right? To make ultimate veteran, you would have to, well, use the original ultimate values and then like basically add like another couple of levels on top, like whatever you want to have there, right? And on top of that, you would also have to do the... I mean, you would also have to change the other like difficulty scaling, the non-area level dependent scaling, right? Because there are also like other area level, I mean like just difficulty changes, like difficulty-based changes, like for example the resistance debuff that you get, right? And I think there's like some minor like OA, DA, or like percent damage like scaling. Or also like for example resistance scaling, right, on enemies, like for example physical resistance being 1% higher in ultimate on this patch. What obviously also implies that there is resistance scaling, but all of that should probably be just in one single DBR file as well, right? Enemy level depend on player level. I mean, the area level depends on player level, right? Or like, yeah, like the area level depends on player level between min and max, and if the player is like below the min, then area level is like at the min, and... But I'm pretty sure enemies depend on area level, right? Because if it would depend on your level, then I don't know, like the area level would do nothing, I guess, I don't know. I mean, the area's actual level depends on your level, but the monsters then like depend on the area level, right? Because otherwise, like the min and max values wouldn't make any sense. Like otherwise, the min and max values in an area wouldn't affect the actual mobs, right? So the area level needs to be the thing that matters, right? Some bosses scaling based on player level. Oh right, I think there's some quest mobs. Yeah, true, I think there are some specific spawns that depend on player and not area level. Which is why sometimes you have like some weird differences in enemy level in some areas. Yo, Rick League Wickman. Some mods add max level 200, so enemy scale 2. Yeah, the Nadia Mar Dungeons mod, for example, had max level what, 200, right? And I'll talk about this like after killing Tyrion here real quick. Let's kill this guy, right? I mean, this guy in Ultimate, phase 1, when you engage, make sure to like put up your Ascension and other like absorption skills, because this ability here is like a scariest ability, right? You wanna not die to this, because for example you didn't press Mark of Torment on a Necromancer, right? The other stage, like stage 2 is I think whatever. And stage 3 has a couple of scary abilities that you just need to dodge basically, I guess. Like his ground slam or like him spawning projectiles. Like just dodge the projectiles then, I guess, right? Alright, I guess here we just get our Ascension boost again. Mostly for damage, I think. Yeah, this thing, for example, you might not wanna tank too much, right? And then he has like 2 other abilities, which unfortunately he wasn't even able to show you. Because this build is still rather on the strong side, I would say. Alright, did we do everything in this act? We did almost everything, I think.
Tell me.
Have the council go.
Did Master Flash, we did this one as well, and we did this one, right? Yep. We also have another skill point to allocate to... I mean, probably for Decorated Soldier, because that's the one that gives me like more damage and percent elemental resistance as well. Not too bad, not too shabby. And then Yvonda has her memory back, which means the next time you go here, she's gonna give you the gift here, and the gift chest would always have a guaranteed like either legendary or legendary blueprint on like at least that's difficulty, right? So in this case we got a Mythical Siegebreaker, which honestly is also a really good shield for a Warlord, right? We could even use this later. I probably won't use it because I mean this is a random drop, right? And I don't really want to like show you guys a build focused around or like using random drops too much. But it is a really good shield for sure. Like really strong. Especially if you like focus more on Shattering Smash, right? Like the 50% weapon damage to Shattering Smash is actually insane as well. Yeah. Alright. We've done pretty much everything in Act 4, 5 and 6, apart from some of the side quests. And also we haven't done the Ancient Grove dungeon. I'm gonna do, I think, all of that next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube as well, and I'll see you around on the next one.